Today, we're gonna discuss i7 for 790K. It's socket type. At $339, the Core i7 for 790K is a drop-in replacement for the Core i7 for 770K. So how much has it improved compared with last year's model? The Intel Core i7 for 790K, $350 today. Codename Devil's Canyon isn't a huge update over last year's Intel Core i7 for 770K, but it's enough of an improvement to replace that CPU as our editor's choice for a high-end processors. At stock speeds and under full load, the Core i7 for 790K hit 74 degrees Celsius, but that's still a fairly modest increase, considering the chip is clocked 15% faster than its predecessor. Socket. We compared the Core i7 for 790K against last year Core i7 for 770K and Intel's first generation 22nm processor. The Ivy Bridge based Intel Core i7 3770K are formers in their editor's choice for high-end CPUs. The gains are smallest in general application suites like PC Mark 7 and larger in CPU-intensive programs like Photoshop CS6, the rendering program POV-Ray, and the 3D rendering test Cinebench 11.5. We tested the Core i7 for 790K on an Asus Z97 Deluxe motherboard with 8GB of DDR3 to 2133. Performance. Intel's Core i7 for 790K is the high-end Haswell-based processor for enthusiasts who like last year's for 770K CPU, but weren't satisfied with its modest performance improvements. Due to this, we won't focus on GPU performance here. Neither TSX or VTD is particularly important to the typical consumer today, but TSX could be an important performance feature in the future, and with these desktops lasting an increasingly long time, it makes sense to buy into very available option.
So, overclocking. The original Haswell core was infamous for its heat and didn't overclock particularly well. Despite Intel promises, overclocking headroom is very limited. Multi-core. We tested the i-Core i7 4790 with the same B3 Bolter CPU, and recently reviewed on the Core i7 4790K. Faster clock speed. The Core i7 4790K runs at 4 GHz. Race clock with a 4 GHz turbo mode that an increase of 15% over the Intel Core i7 4700K or 3.5 GHz base, 3.9 GHz turbo clock speed, and since CPU performance scales nearly linear with clock speed improvement, it means benchmark results will pick up extra 10 to 15% performance to the newer core.